Jay Ramone, Live Rocklahoma 2022. And it is a complete honor to be sitting here with Be Real from Cypress Hill, man. This is a huge, huge deal for me.
Thank you for having me.
Lifelong fan. I remember having to get my mom to go into Hastings and buy Black Sunday because I was under 18, and they wouldn't.
She did.
And they wouldn't sell it to me. Of course she did.
That's
She went in because
awesome.
she's a great mom. She hooked it up with the Cypress Hill for me.
Salute to moms.
So let's talk about the new record first, Back in Black.
Yeah.
How was that process, doing a record without DJ Muggs behind the producing credits?
It was cool. We did it with Black Milk, who was originally based out of Detroit but had recently moved to California. And we wanted to do, at first, like an EP, just like a side project before we got back and finished up with Muggs or started the new project with Muggs. And we linked up with Milk, and we sort of liked the vibe. So 4 songs turned into 6 turned into, 8. And then before you know it, we had an album full of songs. And we held on to it because we were also working on Elephants on Acid with Muggs at the time of us recording Back in Black.
How do you separate the two projects creatively like that happening at the same time?
2 different vibes. Back in Black is more boom bap type of hip hop, and Elephants on Acid was more like that psychedelic, dark, dusty hip hop that Cypress Hill does with Muggs, and has a specific sound. So the vibe on the writing was totally different. For Elephants on Acid, it was more like, he wanted me to write like story-driven stuff, like mythical type things and stuff like that. I tried to hit that mark. It's a little, sort of the way Led Zeppelin used to use like the
Absolutely.
Lord of the Rings stuff and all that stuff, right? So on Back in Black, it's more about right now, things that we're living right now, and just the state of hip hop and just current things. It was less based off of like a character in a story, if you feel me with that. Just different styles of production, and the concept was sort of different. But it was dope, like going in between, because it sort of sharpened our steel there. Like, can we flip to this and then flip to that and make it completely different, and still with the Cypress Hill sound? And we felt like really good after we heard the complete piece, and we were like, yeah, let's knock this out. And it became an idea to make it an album. And we were tributing AC/DC because I've been a lifelong AC/DC fan since I was a kid. And the fact that we did the production with Black Milk, so it was Back in Black, Cypress Hill Back in Black.
I love it. I love that concept. So here in Oklahoma, 788 was the state question that passed a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
And we finally have medical marijuana legal in the state of Oklahoma.
Congrats.
You've been used to that for a while in California.
Yes.
But as somebody who was an advocate for it when it was completely underground and illegal and serious prison time was at stake, how do you feel about the state of the industry now versus where we've come from?
Still needs a lot of work. I mean, the gains that we've made as a culture and as an industry and movement, it's awesome that we have legal states and decriminalized states and states that are on the bubble for it. That's awesome, but we still got to dial in the industry of it, the business, because in California and other places, the taxation is definitely unfair. It's out of control, and I'll tell you what, cannabis has pretty much injected any state that has legalized it and has the dispensaries and the cultivations and all those licenses that exist. They have now revenue in that state.
When they were in the negative before.
They were in the negative. And California definitely, benefited from that.
Same here.
We have a surplus because of cannabis. They don't talk about it.
No, they don't.
But that is the realization of it. People got to realize that a lot of this stuff and a lot of the spending that they're doing, where did the money come from? It came from cannabis.
Absolutely.
The taxation on it. So, I'd like to see that happen, but it's not going to be for a while. But yeah, it's great that we have it. We just got to dial it in better.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And it's not scary anymore having
No.
to go pick it up. You're not in a car wash, in the middle of wintertime or
People
whatever.
feel safe, because they're getting clean product at a dispensary.
And with the testing, what's in it.
Right. And that's everything. We didn't have that before, so what you're getting is safe, it's clean, and you're going to enjoy it.
So what do you got in store for Rocklahoma tonight?
100% energy. We get invited to these shows, and we're always stoked because, before I was into hip hop, I was a metal head, so it's the irony of it that we're a hip hop band in a metal festival. It's something we do often. So,
but from talking to people out here who are at the festival and come regularly, you guys are one of the bands that the regulars are most excited to go see.
And I get stoked hearing that because you just never know. But hey, it's a lane we built for ourselves that's outside of hip hop, obviously. But on any stage that we get on, we come to bring it. So this is yet another challenge, and we're gonna take home a W with us tonight, because that's how we do.
Well, I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a trip down memory lane for me, and I plan on singing every word. So
right on.
I'm glad you guys are here, and like I said, it's a huge honor to sit here and talk with you. It's something I've wanted to do my whole life.
And we're stoked to be here, and the fact that we got Sendog back with us. He was down for a few months, because he had heart surgery, quadruple bypass. And, the strength of my dude to be back on stage right now and right here at Rocklahoma,
I can't wait.
Is on, So salute to my dude for being resilient like that. And thanks to all the fans who wanted us here.
Be Real, Cypress Hill, Rocklahoma 2022, Rock 100.5 the KATT.